Hello again, and welcome back to Newsbag. This is episode 13, lucky for some.
Ooh.
Is it lucky for you? Well, guess we'll find out, won't we? I'm here with Hannah, my partner, and my friend Jamie.
Right.
And I'm Chris. Newsbag is this is the podcast where we have not so much a sideways glance, but more of a backward glance at what's been going on in the world.
I'll just point out, one of my stories from today is really quite old.
That's really backwards, isn't it? I think mine's from last week.
All right.
I need to give a very important update before we start,
okay.
Because if you remember, we probably won't because it was about 2 episodes ago, but me and Jamie promised to go and find that bench, that solar bench.
Why did you just make it about me and you?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think I joined in on the promise.
I think you did.
Did I?
Yeah, I think you did.
Broke it.
We decided we were all going to go there.
Yeah.
I actually went there.
Did you actually?
Well, I went as well.
So who's doing the update here? I'm mightily confused.
Oh, fine. Go on, Jamie. Give your update. If you've been, go on.
Yeah, so I sat on the bench, took a selfie.
What?
And then I was going to message you guys, but then you said that you'd gone as well.
Yeah, I had.
Oh.
Oh, you actually got a selfie?
Yeah?
Can I hear Chris's update?
Yeah, go on.
Wasn't there. The bench. The bench wasn't there.
Oh.
What was
I
it there?
lied.
Oh,
I just didn't want to let down our listeners again, but now you've got a different story to
So I
me.
think, firstly we let them down because only Chris went. And secondly, we've let them down because it's not there. But I guess, do they actually care?
That's not our fault.
Stop. If you don't care. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, listeners, if you don't care.
Well, so, I don't know if it's news, but me and Chris tried out something new last week.
Is this for the podcast? Or?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So it was the milk story. So I mentioned a little while back that I'd quite like to try out a swing dance lesson.
Okay.
Chris had remembered this fact. He got a good boyfriend point.
Points there.
So we went to the amazingly named Swingy Mabob in Norwich.
It's actually called Swingamabob.
Every Tuesday they do swing dance lessons, so you just turn up as a beginner and try out.
So there's a place that's actually called that?
The company's called Swingy Mabob,
okay.
and they work in a community centre. It's like a proper old-fashioned community centre.
Nice. How'd it go?
Wow.
Please tell me you got a video of Chris dancing.
No,
Worse.
but you'd wish I had. I told you what happened.
It was worse than
Oh my god.
So we turn up, and so I think we both thought there's a nice romantic thing to do, couple, So when we got there were approximately 10 girls and Chris.
Wow.
Yeah.
So all the other girls had just come with their friends. So then it got better. So the guy who was running it was quite a traditional kind of guy. So he couldn't have he taught the dance in the lead and the follower.
Yeah.
But he couldn't have women as leads because he had to teach the women as followers in the dance.
The dance of everyone.
Chris had to stand on his own opposite 10 girls facing him while he tried to learn the male moves. He tried to lead the female moves just to him.
He said, right, leads up with me. Oh, I guess that's just our new member, Chris, who did what he told had never been here before.
Or danced before.
I'd never danced before. But come up and stand next to me and just get in a line of 2. And then you got a line of 10 girls over there. You're just going to watch it.
At school when you get the giggles so much that you have to, you can't breathe. This happened to me. So I was just everyone thought I was being childish, but I was I can't, I've lost it.
I couldn't look. I knew you'd be laughing because I've got the least. I've got no coordination.
I wish you'd have been there, Jamie.
Oh, I wish I'd have been.
Although then you'd have been another male, so. Got any news, Jamie?
Nothing that's going to top that.
Oh, we've already had your news, haven't we? You having your lovely bench story.
But yeah, let's move on from that straight away. I joined the gym.
Have you?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Have you been?
Yeah, I've been as well, yeah.
Nice. Well done.
So that's quite good. It's in the old Castle Quarter, which we talked about on
Oh, yeah.
Did we?
podcast previously.
Han, do you mind just opening the door? 'Cause it's a bit warm in here.
I'm really warm. I did have my dressing gown on that one.
So first day I go to the gym, I thought, I'll just warm myself up. So I thought I'd go on the running machine, just do a brisk walk at an incline.
That's a good one to do that.
And I couldn't get it to start beyond 0.5 of speed. I'll tell you now, 0.5 of speed is basically it not moving.
Was this you couldn't work out how to? Or?
And because there was people around me, it's not I'm just going to keep trying. I was just I'm going to make it look like I know what I'm doing, and then I'm going to pretend it's just not working, and then I'm going to walk off.
Did you do that thing where you pulled a face in like, what? And then just walk away?
And then
Knackered.
And then I went into another one that was slightly further away and I worked out.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what, that is my problem with gyms though, because I've been to a gym once and like you try and use like one of the machines and you just have no idea, but you're like, I can't.
Yeah. Well,
rather than just ask, which is probably the sensible thing to do, you try it out, can't use it, and then you just go and put your clothes back on.
you
like,
immediately give up, don't you? Has anyone ever gone to like one of the gym attendants and gone, "No, could you show me how to use this?" No, you try it, sprain your arm, whatever, and then give up.
And then you find out it was like some sort of leg exercise you should be doing.
and you've been paid monthly for it, injured.
It's not good when you step up to it and it's like, right, what part of the body is this going to do?
Yeah. You look at the little picture with like the red line on the muscle.
Yeah,
it's that one.
And then you're like, how does that do your arm?
Definitely been doing this wrong.
Who's going first?
Yeah, well, so as usual, we've each brought a top story with us from one of our favourite events around the local area.
Never say top again.
So I've got here a story from the Eastern Daily Press, classic.
Nice.
Published only, last week. Published on the...
Probably the most current story we've ever...
You know, so I promised the top story. This is what you're going to get, okay?
Yeah.
You ready for the headline?
I can't wait for this headline.
I could, if I wanted to, I could see the headline, but I refuse to look at it.
Don't look.
I want to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Man fined £100 for turning around in controversial car park.
Oh, he's turned around.
Thank you for David Hannant for bringing this one to our attention.
Is that the journalist?
Yep. Here's something straight off the bat. It's in the first line. This is going to stun you. The husband of a Great British Bake Off star
Whoa.
I love the baker.
is among the latest people to come forward after being fined for turning around in a controversial city car park.
I didn't realise you could get fined for just turning around.
So there's just been people turning around in this face.
Yeah, well, listen. In August, David Barmby, whose wife Kate competed in the popular television competition back in 2016.
What's her name? Kate? What's the surname?
Kate Barmby. Kate Barmby. Barmby.
Oh, I think I do remember her.
Do you remember her from Bake Off?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you, Jamie? How did she do?
Didn't win.
No.
Don't think she
No,
won.
it's true.
Can't really remember. I kind of remember her, but...
It's all been the Bake Off. If you don't win, who cares?
Tell you what, her husband's not getting Star Parker.
He did get...
Because Star Baker's a thing in the...
But he did get a reduced fine by the sounds of it, probably because his wife's famous.
Well...
I faced you there, haven't I?
Yeah, I didn't expect this. David Barmby used Sentinel House's car park to turn around before picking Mrs. Barmby up from the Surrey Tavern opposite. Now, I know Sentinel House. That is where...
That's no where you guys work, isn't it?
I used to work in that building.
Yep, Aviva used to have that building full
What,
of...
Sentinel
employees.
House?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know, it's a couple of years ago now, Aviva moved out. They're going to be asked to pay the rent or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know what they did all that staff? About, I don't know, 1,000 staff in there. Just squeezed them into the existing office building.
Yeah.
Is that where you are now?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
There's already a load of people in there.
And I bet they use the old, we had a hot desk and you can do flexible working.
No, they have,
Yeah. Nobody hot desks though.
No.
And if somebody is sitting at your desk, it's very annoying.
I hate hot desking.
Yeah.
If I don't have my normal desk,
No, I
I'm
know.
outraged, but you can't say
It
anything.
throws you off, doesn't it? I want to come in and go know where I'm going.
I don't know one person who works at a different place every day and imagine if I were to sit on a different floor, they'd be like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
Who are you?"
Exactly.
One day a week in my team, I don't even have a desk.
Really?
Yeah.
That's because Sentinel House got you out.
I have to you often have cupboards at the ends and people put biscuits on them. Sometimes that's my desk.
Just the end.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I've sat at a filing cabinet once.
With a chair or?
Yeah, I had a chair.
Oh, you're lucky.
But there's nowhere to put my legs. I had to kind of straddle it. It was like I was on one of those gym machines.
If you could see what Chris just did,
with my legs.
I did not.
I only saw the top half, which was the face.
Yeah.
And I got the best bit, as usual.
Another appendage on his body made a similar sort of gesture.
So just like Daniel King, who we revealed was fined £320 for being in the car park for 3 minutes. That was a story that the EDP ran before, and someone got fined £320 just for leaving their car.
Giving himself a shout out
That's a
back
lot
to
of money.
Daniel King, yeah. So Mr. Barmby received a bill in the post from National Parking Enforcement Limited a few weeks later. And while his fine was considerably less, he was equally frustrated.
As you would be.
As you would be, yeah. Well, I don't know. I think it should be proportionate, so...
But you wouldn't know that there was another fine that was he might not have read that story 3 years ago.
No, we did.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
well, exactly. You think you would have learned. You knew
Well,
it
it's
was
not
there.
the same person.
No, but you'd learn, right?
But you might not have read the story in the paper that many years ago. The guy that's just turned around.
Well, he just said he was equally frustrated. Why would you say equally frustrated unless you got something to be?
Isn't the journalist saying he's equally as frustrated as the other person?
Because he might have seen both men and like judged the frustration on their faces.
Yeah.
So the journalist is also a judge of emotional.
We've learned that the EDP they can be anything they want to be.
Highly talented.
They'll judge anything they want, won't they?
Yeah.
Well, the one thing they can't judge is whether or not this is news.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately. Mr. Barnby, 47. Wait, for that was quite late in the story.
It was actually.
That's the age.
But it's still relevant.
Said, I did not even get out of the car. I drove in, saw the sign, so turned around and left.
So does the sign just say like no parking?
It doesn't say what the sign said. Yeah, I guess it's just private car park.
So even if you get to the sign that says you can't park in, you're like, oh, all right, I'll turn around.
Yeah.
Fine. Too late.
The
That
sign
sounds pretty hard.
The sign probably says, you have been fined already.
Too bad. 100 and 350 pounds.
Depends on what year it is.
Yeah, he had already seen one appeal against the notice fall on deaf ears, but said he was prepared to continue fighting it.
Yeah.
So he had seen
He's
it
not
before.
paid it yet. Good on him.
Yeah. He added, one letter I received said the appeal had to be done via email, but did not include an email address on it.
Brilliant.
That's their fault, then, isn't it?
It just seems to me like they're trying to make it as difficult as possible to appeal, so people just pay it to get rid of the stress. They probably do that.
Yeah.
They just try
Do
and
you
be
think
a
they've
pain.
always like got a sign that says car park this way, and then like, woo, got you.
Yeah, there's one sign saying free car park, and then as you go over the threshold, another sign saying, ha, you've just been fined between 100 and 320 quid, mate. So no story is complete without bringing to your attention the picture that the journalists have chosen, right?
Yeah.
So you might be thinking a car park, the office.
The sign.
Generic picture of a policeman. That's what
Yeah.
normally is.
The sign would have been helpful or even useful, but no, they've gone down the old bake-off slant. They just got a picture of his wife next to a cake.
Do you think this is just a way to get her? Like she's struggling for money. Like she had a few months off Bake Off, and now she's like, oh.
Well, it's the only way they can make it a story, isn't it? That people might read.
Exactly, without the bake-off link.
People probably see the picture and be like, ooh, about the Bake Off.
Yeah.
It's not, though, is it?
Let's click through.
Not in the slightest is it about the bake-off in any way.
But yeah, that's it. So
Come up with the headline again.
so yeah, man fined £100 for turning around in controversial car park.
Thank you for that. Little...
Still don't think that's like top news.
Well,
I feel that's why, I felt a bit sad that I was expecting some like...
your friend to step up to the...
Yeah, all right.
If we've done the podcast
Yeah.
short. Story number two.
Well, before we do story number...
Snack bag.
Firstly, I am only just getting over the fact that Jamie brought his own snacks today.
Unbelievable.
What was the reason for that?
I did have a mix of emotions about it.
And I did say I was going to hide them and just present my own snack bag.
I think I just
didn't.
stormed out.
It's a controversial issue.
At first I was upset. Then he said it was from Imogen, which I suddenly felt bad about. And Imogen has been on a school trip. And then I tried one, and they're like white Kit Kat balls. And they're really good, so I'm not angry anymore.
Good.
They're really nice. I won't find you £100 this time. Your controversial snacks.
And then he's going to choose. Who wants to choose?
I think it's...
Is it Jamie?
Go on, Jamie.
We don't have to follow like a pattern with snack bag, do we?
Because I think I pulled out the Rolos last time.
Oh, yeah, you might have done. And then I pulled out the...
Then
Did I
pork
pull out the
pies.
pork pies?
No, that was me.
Oh, so
I
Jamie
pulled
was
out the
putting
Rolos.
Oh, you did the
I
Rolos,
pulled out
yeah. The pork pie that no one wanted to eat because it was stuffed.
Still some on the table.
James
Right, I'm going for this. It's literally the...
His eyes closed. He's reaching like some kind of guy.
He's taking it seriously, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm not close my eyes to this. It's like brilliant.
It is the best bit, yeah.
I think I know what I've picked.
Oh, go on and give it
I think he recognises the packaging.
a bet.
So it's generally the first thing I picked and just like feel around.
Okay.
I think I've got Baby Bells.
Ooh.
I have to see, wait,
Baby
yeah.
bells.
Have to see.
Oh,
Baby
nice.
Bells. Baby Bells.
Do you know what as well? That kind of goes out because Jamie's brought like a sweet thing around and we've got, I think that's a
Yeah.
good snack to pull out. Do you know what I have just noticed? Turn the bag around. You see I've just made a massive typo on the first go of trying to write Newsbag.
Did you? What does it say?
Whizbag.
What does it say?
Where's bag?
Where's bag?
And I've just left it on the bag.
It also looks like on this side you've done N-E. You sort of see where she started to do an S.
Yeah. And then she's kind of drawn a W
Yes,
through.
bag.
So, next story.
Was it English
Oh,
you
you
did
got
at
your snacks?
university?
Yeah, you got your snacks.
What's your degree, sorry, Han?
Well,
Before
news.
news degree.
Yeah,
Journalist
we've got
degree.
some top news.
I mean, we
I just need to open this.
Yeah, I'm open.
we take the piss out of these stories, but at least they can spell.
Nesbag.
I was going to say that, but I feel like I was talking about a different story that I've got that's got a typo, so forget that bit.
Oh, really?
Forget it.
I'm going to dig into a baby well. And,
okay, take it away. So, I think...
Jamie, try not to, like, unwrap in front of the microphones.
I feel like once you get to the wax bit, it's quite a soft snack.
Does everyone remember that Baby Bell advert that was... Ba ba ba
ba baby bell, ba 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 baby bell, ba ba ba.
Oh, that bit went like that after the...
Do you know what we could start doing? I thought about this the other day on Off Menu podcast, and like probably others, but it's good because I listened to that one. They like do their own adverts where they sing their own, they make their own little jingles up for well-known products. I feel like we could do that.
Oh yeah, should we do that?
Oh, we should do it for made-up products because nobody's actually sponsoring us.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if we start singing about their products, maybe they'll start sponsoring us.
Maybe they'll make the product.
They'll pay us to stop, like, smearing their brand.
Okay, so a car driving in is in capital letters.
Ooh.
A car driving in the Norfolk Broads. In a scene, I can't say this word every time.
In
a scene.
Sorry. Go on.
In a scene reminiscent of a Bond film, a car has been filmed being driven along the Norfolk Broads.
Along? So hang on, because just now it's in.
That's what I thought.
If anyone doesn't know, if you're not from Norfolk, the Norfolk Broads are a large network of rivers and swamps, basically the soggiest land in the country.
If you get your car in there, you're not getting it out.
Not
So
getting
from
out.
the rest of the story, though, I think it is in, but then they've changed it to along.
Look, they suck us in with the old...
But also, no, I think it is in. That's what I mean. Like, why have they like... Well, I'll read on and see what... I don't know. See what you think.
See what happens.
Giving us a bit of background, like yours did. I like it when they do that. Roger Moore, starring as James Bond in The Spy Who Loved Me, once famously took a submersible Lotus S... I wish I hadn't read that bit out. Car underneath the waves in the Bahamas as part of the 1977 film. So they're trying to make a bit of a, like, connection.
Don't tell me somebody tried to emulate that. You don't need to put "Don't try this at home" on
Also,
Bond
did they
films.
say how old Roger Moore was?
But we might later learn someone else's age.
What's the fine for driving a car into the Norfolk Broads?
Depends if they turn it around or not.
It's just downwards. It points down, isn't it?
People on the water at Wroxham were both shaken and stirred to see a similar scene on the Norfolk Broads at Wroxham earlier this month.
It's not going to be a similar scene, is it? If I come like walking out of the sea in my boxers, no one's going to go, "Oh, look, it's just like Halle Berry did."
Yeah.
Did you not know that about 90% of the James Bond films are filmed around Roy's of Wroxham? Did you not know that?
For a minute.
I never know if Jamie's being serious.
No, I don't. He gets it every time.
Well, you don't know if I'm serious about my come out the sea in boxers.
Yeah, I just wanted to skip past that.
Joe just moved on. A blue convertible car was filmed making its way along the river at Wroxham with 3 people, 2 men and a woman, on board the blue-coloured vessel, waving at those looking on in amazement as they slowly made their way past ducks, swans and other vessels.
Those aren't vessels, those are animals.
I know. Ducks, swans and other boats. Is a vessel a boat?
Yeah. Or a blood vessel, I suppose. It's only veins and arteries.
Is a car a boat? A boat.
Right, just carry on.
Carry on.
Do you want a bit of spell? You okay?
It's a cut from That's the sort of thing I expect out of Chris as well.
Welcome to Newsbag.
Is a car a boat?
Well, we don't know what things
That's
are.
a new flyer.
One...
Newsbag. Is a car a boat?
That's it. That's what it says. Subscribe on iTunes.
One of those, we haven't heard about any of them yet. One of those bemused onlookers was Gary Bartlett. I thought it was Gary Bartley then, who posted the unbelievable footage on Facebook with the caption, "I've seen it all now." Mr. Bartlett, 52.
There it is.
A director at Secret Getaways in Norfolk said, "It was just one of those things. I thought I've never seen that before."
It's just one of those things. I did the dinosaur story, and someone said, like, "Oh, it's not every day you see a dinosaur."
It wasn't a dinosaur, as I remember saying.
Well, it was
Because it was made up.
a robot.
Yeah, it wasn't real.
Yeah, but
And
point stands.
I hate the phrase, "I've seen everything now."
Me too. I've seen it.
I bet off the top of my head I can think of something, and you'd be like, "No, I haven't seen that."
I take it back.
Go and do it. Name something, Jamie.
Triplet clowns wearing jelly flavoured wellies.
I was going to say, he looks so
Wow.
panicked. Should we write to Mr. Bartlett and see if he's seen it?
He pulled that out of the bag, didn't he?
Mr. Bartlett, have you seen... I haven't seen
Well,
it.
it's on
by the way.
Facebook by the sounds of it.
For next week.
Message him.
For next week, can we get some triple clown... What was it? I'm not even
I
going
think they were eating or wearing jelly.
Triplet
Triple clowns wellies.
wearing jelly flavoured, because jelly's a flavour. Wellies.
Normally you get a flavour of jelly. This is just jelly
You
flavoured.
can't see something that doesn't exist, Jamie. That you've made a right arse of yourself.
Well, they're wellies made out of jelly.
You're an embarrassment. There is a picture.
Is a car a boat, so
Where's back?
Oh, I'm on thin ground.
head spines.
There is a picture of the car driving through. There is actually.
Wow.
There's a blue car.
It's submersed.
Oh, it genuinely is driving through.
It's
Yeah.
submersed up to the headlamps. I don't know how deep the Broads are. I don't
They
know.
must be fairly deep. Well, also, yeah, I don't understand. Do you think it was looks like a car, but it had like a submarine bottom or something?
It wasn't a shed.
Shed on wheels, seen driving
I
through.
like to imagine his face as he's driving through. He's just so smug.
I know.
And he's thinking to himself, yeah, I am mental.
All the journalists taking photos and going, yeah, it's exactly what you're looking at.
It
Car
could
in the
be.
Broads.
It could be the same man, couldn't it? It could
Usually.
be the same man. Gary Carrot just finished the story by saying, I don't know if he was writing the story. We were just in the right place at the right time. Everyone, okay, here we go. Everyone was, look at that, look at that.
Sounds like something up the circle, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I don't know if anyone was around the area at that time listening, let us know. Did you see the car driving in the Norfolk Broads?
Thank you very much.
Can I have a baby bell before Jamie starts his story?
And please have yourself to a baby bell. And we're now
Thanks.
moving on to story number 3.
Three.
Is this a new,
Don't know.
I'm just going to take
So-
this off.
Successful podcasts seem to have some kind of jingle like that, so
Echoey, isn't it?
just do an echo, yeah. Makes it sound more profesh.
Yep, try it out.
Just going to take this thing off because it keeps getting in my way.
Okay, what is it? Oh, the guard thing.
Yeah.
Making him angry.
That's fine.
Actually, it's quite a soft snack.
Baby bell. Yeah, they're good. They're not too...
What about baby bell?
Right, I'm going to start with my story, not with the headline,
Oh, okay.
but I'm going to take you back maybe 20 odd years.
Oh, I like this. This is like a...
Does anyone remember, because I remember these and they were brilliant, it was a yoghurt that was shaped like a flying saucer and in the middle there was a toy.
Ooh.
What? A yoghurt?
Yeah.
Yogurt?
I
No,
don't
The pot was like shaped essentially like a donut, but where the whole of a donut would be was a toy.
How did you eat the yoghurt?
Well, the pot was like a circle, so you
Use a
scoop
spoon.
round. Yeah, use a spoon normally.
So you take the lid off. The toy's not in the yoghurt because that
No,
sounds
that's
quite
in the,
messy.
like, the middle section.
Okay.
So imagine like a UFO type scenario.
That's a
Why have
joke.
we not remembered these?
I don't know. Can
They
you
were
write
awesome,
in?
but yeah, right in if you did have one of those because they were so yummy. Do you remember Kinder eggs? They're still about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember
see,
Kinder
that,
Eggs?
that you
Yeah.
remember because they're a thing.
Yeah.
Now I can join
I
in.
want to bring up the yogurt because I can't remember what they were called, and I was hoping that you guys might have had them when
Don't.
you were younger.
Let's make it up.
I think Jamie's dreamt that.
Triplet.
No, 100% true. I'll Google it in a minute.
Okay.
Don't bother. We'll
So you get a little toy in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm now going to read the headline
Okay. It's just.
You set
I
the
like
scene.
this,
I'm
yeah.
just mysterious.
because Bernard Matthews have accidentally done a similar thing.
Accidentally.
Burnham App known for their like turkey ham.
Yeah.
Do they do turkey dinosaurs?
Yes, they do.
Oh.
This is a-
Bernard Matthews recalls turkey dinosaurs over fears packs could contain metal.
Ooh.
So they've tried to give everyone a little surprise as well. They've decided it's not good enough.
a little
Oh, look
lethal
at them.
surprise.
Look at them trying to like choke little babies. Look at that. Oh, you
It's just
cheeky
like-
little
It's just like a Kinder egg.
Bernard. What are you doing?
Customers are being urged to check their bags of Bernard Matthews turkey dinosaurs over fears they could contain metal. So nothing like essentially reading out the headline again in the story.
Slightly reworded.
The packs weigh 450 grams, in case you're wondering.
How heavy is that? Is that
It
like
was
the
actually.
weight of that cup or?
Fortunately, that's about. Is that about a pound?
Don't know.
Got
We'll work out later.
I haven't put any maths next to this in my notes. And contains 9 pieces of nuggets with a best before eat date of November 30th, 2019, with the batch codes L19QGG3, L1. I'm not going to read them all out.
I was
How long is
wondering
it?
why they were doing that, but I guess it's so people can recall it. I was about to
Yeah.
criticise, but I bet because people probably like rush all over
Yeah.
Norfolk, rush into their freezer.
So
to
normally, as far as the EDP goes, I'm like, why is this a story? But I feel like this is like pretty good on their part.
Yeah,
To try and put the word out there.
yeah.
Do we need to say the entire batch number here on the podcast? So that if you're eating,
Well, that's why I stopped, because there are 5 different batch numbers.
Don't bother.
The
Just
company,
chuck them all away if you've got any.
yeah, if in doubt, chuck them away.
chuck anything made of turkey away. Boring, dry.
I loved. Oh, I can't have this conversation.
Yeah, when you cover it in
now.
cranberry sauce, yeah.
I can't have this conversation. Cover it, Jamie.
Cover it in cranberry sauce.
What?
That's the only way you can have
Chris
turkey.
doesn't like turkey and it really annoys me.
Well, Chris, I'm with you on that one.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 against 1, 2 against
Although,
1.
I do
Christmas
quite
dinner.
like
Can I do
sort of turkey dinosaurs. Turkey is the driest, worst meat.
It's so boring.
A dry turkey sandwich with salt, cranberry sauce.
You've had to add so much stuff to that
Yeah.
for that to taste alright.
That would taste the same
But it-
as the whole thing without the turkey in it.
Wouldn't, because it wouldn't be the same if you had chicken in it.
In fact, Claire, bless her heart, this year we're going to stay at home for Christmas, but it's first Christmas. She's like, oh, I'll do a Christmas dinner. I was like, what meat are you cooking? You want turkey? I went, I'm out. So we're having gammon as well as turkey.
Is this what you do? If we...
Good.
Okay.
Our family have actually ditched turkey for Christmas and we have duck.
Good. Duck's so much better.
I was about to say like we've gone vegetarian for Christmas. It's all slaughtered birds, but this is duck season.
Go for a tastier one.
Much better.
Yeah, so the company based at Great Witchingham Hall, because I guess you can't ask the age of a company, so they've gone for where it's based.
Well, 78.
No, it's Union, 324.
They've apologised for the inconvenience caused to customers and added no other products were affected.
Could have been more than an inconvenience. If...
Yeah, I agree.
Inconvenience. Oh, little Bobby's have a little choke. How annoying.
Why is there a crowbar in his turkey dinosaur? So customers who have bought an offending packet can return it to their nearest Iceland store for a full refund. A receipt is not necessary. So somehow these were only sent to Iceland. I'm pretty sure you can get them in other supermarkets.
I mean, Hannah would just cover them in salt and cranberry sauce and eat it anyway, metal or not.
So you're probably
I
thinking,
might add metal to my Christmas dinner this year.
how much metal are we talking here?
Yeah.
I was
What
thinking.
sort of metal?
Yeah.
End of the story.
Really?
Is there any more information?
No one's asked any questions about it.
So we don't know if it's like a shard of metal or like
Yeah.
a hammer. Like we don't know.
Or if it was just like little shaving, so like if somebody did eat it, it's not the end of the world, or if this
yeah.
could kill someone,
Yeah, is
we
everyone
need to let
alright?
you know.
How worried should we be?
Do you think it's one of those stories where they haven't really got that much evidence and someone's claimed that they found it and now they're like,
Put
don't
that
really know
at
what to put?
least.
Yeah,
That's
be
something.
honest.
Yeah,
We're
true.
not entirely sure that there actually is any metal in there, but we'd rather protect our customers. That's a great story.
It doesn't normally stop them, does it? In
No.
the GP.
Stop short, is it?
I think what their problem is there hasn't been a tweet about it.
There's nothing copy.
Yeah.
The police haven't tweeted.
I suppose if you scroll down on there, Gemmy, you'll find the rest of the story because you've done that before.
He has actually.
You thought it was the end.
Yeah, he did.
So,
But there was more.
first of all, that's because I was slightly unprepared that time. Secondly, I'm the most prepared this time. Thirdly, it is all of the story. Fourthly, this is in my notes app, so I couldn't scroll down if I wanted to.
I think the fourth one means that we could be right in the fact that Jamie might have missed the
you're
end
not,
of the
because
story.
I actually went down to the comments section, so I did scroll the whole story.
Okay.
Because I've got a
Comment of the story.
Yeah.
Story.
Going to a weird place there, Helen, when you said that. Story.
Keep saying story.
So Peter Thompson.
Age?
Oh, also, I just wanted to point out before I go into that.
It's a comment, it's not going to his age. Unless he's put it. I'd love that.
I might start doing that.
My story is from yesterday, so mine's the most up-to-date story of any podcast now.
It's actually
Oh,
pipped you to the post.
Yeah.
Oh, it probably is, yeah. 3 days younger than mine.
So Peter Thompson has said, so what he's done is very clever.
Mm-hmm.
He's put the headline again, but he's changed it.
That's clever.
Bernard Matthews recalls turkey dinosaurs over fears packs could contain. He's crossed out metal, and he's put edible food. Legend.
I bet he was so happy with that. I can see his smug little face.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. So
No, I am
he should
too.
be.
Well done, Peter.
That's a great comment of the story.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Peter Thompson.
It was Peter.
PT.
Peter the Wild
I'll call
Boy.
him PT.
PT. I suppose, so yeah, careful if anyone's had any.
Yeah, generally, if you've got any
Turkey dinosaurs.
then I feel like we're doing our part now as well.
It's Bernard Matthews Norfolk Company.
Yeah, one of the other famous places to Norfolk, but
It's
not
nice.
in a great light here.
No. Is Iceland a Norfolk company?
No.
Okay. Oh, wow, thank you very much. 3 top stories. I'm sure you'd agree.
We've really outdone ourselves
I've got an
today.
idea what we could finish with.
Bow.
We've got some
I
headlines
actually
here.
thought it was going to be something new and different then, and then I was like, I heard Jamie's bong, I thought, no, it will
Oh,
be
no,
all
it's
the
not.
headlines.
So I've got 3 headlines. I've taken out a word.
It's time
Here we
for
go.
head spines.
And we're going to ask our amazing panel. What I've done this episode is just explain a little bit more about what's going on. Because, you know,
By episode 13, if they're unsure, now's the time to explain.
but I put a flyer up.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've got droves of new listeners, presumably.
I saw my face as I walked out of the toilet the other day. I was very confused.
Did that feel weird?
Yeah.
Has anyone mentioned it to you guys at work? Like, that they've seen
Yeah.
Have they?
Yeah.
Really?
And I said how somebody went to the pub the other day and they sent me a picture of my face saying, "Is this you?"
Really?
Was that at Playhouse?
Was it the Playhouse?
Yeah, Playhouse, yeah.
That's so good.
Which, obviously, if they're sending it to me, they must know it's my face.
Yeah. Who's this?
It's not a question, is it? It's a statement.
Do you know this guy? Yeah. So yeah, headlines that. Well, I've already said what it is.
I'm trying to fill while you're trying to
I'm not ready.
scrabble. Yeah.
I'm not
He's not
ready.
used to using the iPad.
It's not working. All right, here we go.
Ow.
Thank you to Nikki for this one. My sister Nikki Pickering sent this
Nice. Oh, getting proper like submissions.
in. I think Mark also sent the same one in. So,
Oh,
you
double
know it's a
shout
good one,
out.
so you know it's a good one. What delays train to Norwich? Simple.
Rain.
Nope.
Squirrel.
Cow.
Nope. When you say rain, it's got 2 out of those 4 letters actually.
Oh, this makes it harder for some reason. Hail.
English degree. No, could have been.
Paper boy.
No.
Turn.
No.
Really trying now. Are they in the same place, these 2 letters as well?
I've just realised I'm only
Is it
saying
only
4-letter words.
Is
You
it a
haven't.
4-letter word?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Brain.
So,
Wait, that's 5.
no, I didn't mean for this to turn into blockbusters.
Yeah, it has.
Swan delays train to Norwich.
Is this that same swan that got arrested that time in the
Probably.
back out and about?
No, this is a newish story, so it's not that one because that was
It
an
could
old
be the
one.
same
Could be the
swan.
same swan.
Yeah, he might have got out of jail and now he's doing this.
Oh, it could be. It's not like, do you know the Naked Rambler?
like it.
He keeps getting arrested for just hiking with
Does
no
he just
clothes
turn
on.
up?
Yeah, before he gets arrested for a few days, comes out, does it again. He's been arrested like 12 times.
Getting some free meals in between, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's loving it.
It's fine.
This is the shortest story ever. It's 3 lines.
Might as well read it to us.
Here's
Read
the
her
entire
stories.
story. A train between Norwich and London had been delayed because of a swan on the track. The 6:25 a.m. London-Liverpool to Norwich had been delayed by 14 minutes due to a swan on the track. Keep saying that. Make words up.
That's the bit that's the story.
And then
isn't
the big finale to this story. For the latest Greater Anglia travel information, visit the Journey Check website.
Wow. Is there a picture of a swan at least?
No, it didn't even have that.
There's a picture of a train.
No, didn't even have that.
That's the worst
Do you
story.
reckon they haven't hit the swan because it's like the Queen's bird or because they didn't want to hurt the train?
Oh yeah.
Hurt the train.
Yeah, if you hit a swan, I don't know what.
It's illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal.
Owned by the Queen, aren't they?
100 to £350 fine.
More than 130 schools in Norfolk still contain what?
Feces.
Turkey drumstick.
Worse than both.
Rats.
No.
Worse than feces.
In a school.
Asbestos.
Yes, asbestos it is.
Is that the first time anyone's got a headline?
It might be.
No, I think we've got one before.
Okay.
Before. You got
It was me
it.
as
Yep. 130 schools in Norfolk still contain asbestos, so have fun, kids.
You just have to make sure you don't put it's alright until you're like,
Please tell me there's part of the story saying that they're going to correct that.
So apparently there is no risk.
no, because until you disturb it.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 'cause kids don't
You know what? This
run
house,
about and try and...
this house where me and Hannah live, and that we're all sitting in right now. This is built in like 1880. This could easily have asbestos
Yeah.
in it all over the place.
And that is it for Newsbag. I will be on my way home now.
Third headline, just to keep you here a bit longer. I wouldn't put it past me. Man's threat to sue GP over what? You're
Lies.
never.
And testicles.
No. You're never going to get it. Not even you, Jamie. You're gonna
Appointment.
Get it. No.
Asking him to cough.
No.
Feces.
No.
Asbestos.
It is asbestos again. No, it's not.
Rats.
No. No, I wouldn't put it past me. Man's threat to sue GP over earwax.
Oh.
So this guy had some kind of earwax infection or build-up or something. Called up to make an appointment. A waiting list of 300.
That's
which,
really weird because today at work, my colleague, she had an earwax problem for ages. She can't get in.
Really?
Yeah, she said that she's on a waiting list. That happened today.
Okay, that's bizarre.
Yeah,
That's
she's
weird.
on a
That's
waiting
come
list. She
up.
can't hear.
If you got ears, unlucky.
Just get
Put
some.
sunflower oil in your ear.
Yeah.
Well, you that thing where you get water in your ear and then you do this. And it pops out.
That's good for the podcast. Do this.
I'm glad it wasn't visible, to be honest.
It just says break a thermometer and pour it in your ear and it'll melt the wax in no time. Actually, it won't. It's mercury. Yeah, it would.
Oh, we've rambled there.
End bit now.
You could find us on social media. I think we're on Twitter at Newsbag Podcast. Same one for Instagram. And we've got an email address. Chris, what's the email address for people to write in?
Email address is newsbagpodcast@gmail.com.
And what's your interesting fact about the email address?
You can put a full stop between Newsbag and podcast, or you can leave it without, and they both will come through to us. And that's all the news we've got today. Our Newsbag is empty.
Woohoo! Bye!